Hey folks, B59 here. Welcome back to our Piasa Transport playthrough. Last episode, we had sort of a what the fuck on the harbors. But we figured out some stuff, and I think it's going to work out better for us going forward in trying to design harbors. But today, we're going to get back to enlarging and embiggening our Piasa Transport network. We're at Tulsa Harbor today, and we're waiting for our Arkansas River passenger ferry to come into dock and pick up literally a boatload of passengers wanting to go down the Arkansas River. They have a lot of places to go to. They can go to Fort Smith, they can go to Little Rock, they can go to Vicksburg, they can go to Baton Rouge, they can go to New Orleans. They basically have the world at their fingertips. But today we're going to help them out in a big way. We're going to help out Tulsa and this whole region. What was the instigator for all of this is that Oklahoma City has the capability to make some oil, refined oil, and it would like some fuel. So this is sort of a natural exchange down to New Orleans to send the refined oil down and bring back some fuel. But we could also, at Vicksburg, pick up some tools and deliver those to Oklahoma City as well. Oklahoma City is off the river a bit, and so we have to figure out a way to get stuff over here. And I think this is going to be another one of our train shunts, but it's clearly going to be our most elaborate shunt to date, and probably a very glorified shunt. So what we're going to do is we're going to, grab some oil here, take it to here, and then pick up some refined fuel and some tools and come back to Oklahoma City. But we also see that Joplin and Tulsa and Fort Smith all want food, and we have at least the start of a farm here and one here and a food processing plant here. They also all want bricks, and we have stone and a brick plant here. So I think what we're going to do is this is going to be a very multi-purposed line, but all of this is going to supply just this region, and all of it will find its way onto a riverboat, even the bricks and the bread to go down to Fort Smith, because as you recall, our rule is no trains unless they are supporting a river transport line. So there we go. This is going to be mostly a train episode. So how about that? Okay. So I think we should start by trying to place our line here. And I think what we want to do is we're probably going to need to take this road out. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we're not going to get in a supersized train station here because we don't really need it for Oklahoma City. All it's going to be doing is drop-offs and a bit of bread pickup. So let's see. Let's get we're going to start with the train station, because this also or rather a passenger station, because this stop is also going to take passengers into the boat harbor in Tulsa, which is very cool. So let's get this, maybe right out here. All right. And I think what we'll probably want to do here is get a tram line set up and have that be our main network, or local network here in Oklahoma City. So we'll set that up like this, and I am going to go ahead and get the delivery systems all set up. I should have set it up for tram, but that's all right. And I think what we want to do is, if we let's see here. If we could probably have train or tram pickups in here. Here. Yeah, okay. So we'll have the tram line come through here. Maybe even come down to here. Yeah, I think this is what we'll do, is we'll have it come down to here. And we will make it a tram. No sense in making electric. Won't do us a dang bit of good. And have it come like this. Let's see, I think maybe curvy might look nicer. And yes, on the tram track. Huh. Took out my curve. Let's try that again. It doesn't want to do a curvy tram track. Okay, that's okay. And then we'll also have it... Oh, auto-saving. Have it come to here. And we'll have to upgrade... actually, we don't want it to go that way. We want it to come this way, I think. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we do want it to come this way. This way. Here, here. And then maybe here, here, here. Okay, and then what does that want to upgrade? That's my street set on. I think maybe I need to upgrade the tram station. There we go. And let's go ahead and get some stops in. And we're going to go ahead and get a couple stops here. Oh, that's not the right kind of stop. Actually, I like those distinct icons. They make it a lot easier to see when you've screwed up and put the wrong stop in. And we'll put one here. And one here. One here. Then maybe, just for grins, one here. That will, maybe help pick up some people walking from here. Okay, that looks like a pretty good start. And now let's go ahead and set this line up. New line. And we'll go clockwise. Actually, we'll put two lines in because this is it's a lot of stops and we want to get people coming both directions. So this will be purple, as always. Tram. OKC. Train. All right. And then another line that goes from here to here. To here, to here, to here, to here. It will be pink. And we'll name it Tram OKC counterclockwise. And then let's go ahead and get some trams on here because, while it's going to be a while before we get all of this running, this is actually going to probably manage some inner city traffic as well. And Tulsa's a fairly good sized town, so it could handle it. And we'll get 3 each direction to start, see how that goes. And I'm also going to go ahead and get the delivery network in. Now the delivery is kind of all coming on down here. And it would be nice to get the delivery off of the main line, off of the tram line. So I think with this we have full coverage for oil, well, almost full. Maybe here, this better. Yeah, that gets everything. And I think what I might try to do is bring it in this way and around, just to keep it off of the tram line. So let's go ahead and put a pedestrian access here, a cargo access. And then we can get a cargo stop. We'll get a big one if we can. I don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, let's, don't need this. Let's get this in here. Oh, we don't need that either. Come on. Okay. There we go, we get our tendrils. You know, maybe this would, yeah. We could also just have it come this way. Maybe that would be better. Probably a little shorter. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll bring some road in from here. No on the tram for this piece. And then we'll get that line in as well. And we're actually gonna load both fuel and tools at that stop. And at the moment I'm just gonna let it kind of use its discretion. And we'll color it orange for the fuel, because that was really the raison d'etre for the creation of this whole crazy network. And what does the route look like here? And first let's label this delivery OKC fuel tools. It wants to go through here, come down here, and around. So it does share this line, this network. You know what we can do is we can have it come up this road as well instead. That would be better. Actually, this would be just fine. So let's get one more waypoint in here. And then we'll manage this line. And after South Street, we'll have it come here. Okay, that looks like a pretty good system, and but the only other thing we need to do is get a couple of trucks here. So let's get a road depot too, and it can maybe go. Oh, maybe right here. Will it fit? Will you fit? You won't fit. You won't fit. Then how about right here? We don't want a lot of stuff out here anyway, because there's going to be a lot of noise. And we'll get, as a start, we'll get 3 vehicles to start on this network. And this is on delivery, OKC, fuels and tools. All right, OKC is ready for business. Now let's get this train station in here to bring some oil in. We basically want to point it that way. We'll make it a through because who knows over time what this is going to be like. And we'll make it 240 meters. It's going to have to be pretty long because we would prefer... You know, I know I don't want this road. Let's just get it out of the way. And that looks pretty good. And we will name this Oklahoma City Oil. Oil well. Now that reminds me, the other thing we need to do here is go ahead and configure this station to include cargo platform. And I think actually what we're going to need to do here, I think we're going to need to double track this line on the cargo because we're going to end up ultimately having two trains running on it. One dedicated tank cars and the other a mixture of gondolas and flat cars and box cars to carry all the grain and stone, or not stone, bricks and other things. So let's see, from here we only need a single track for now and hopefully forever. You know, that looks fine. It looks fine. It's very flat. Very flat. You're never going to get up to great speed there. And then this gets a little bit tricky here. What we need to do is we want to get a station here that's going to be close enough to the catchment area for this as well as for a harbor. And in fact, maybe we should start by getting our harbor in. So let's do that. And it'll be a cargo harbor, although it hardly matters at this point because we're going to change it as soon as we get it in. Wow, very tight. But it looks like we can do it. It's a game of inches. All right, that's in. I am going to end up making this a large dock because we are going to have a lot of stuff going in and out. Although I think since there's only one line, we only have to worry about a single dock. I take that back. There'll be two lines. But then we're going to put a big dock in for the oil. And we may, if we decide to put a second dock in, put a second one in for the smaller one for the bricks and bread that are going to Fort Smith. Okay. Oops, there we go. Can we get our big landing in? We can. Okay, so that's good. Let's just name this Tulsa Wharf. And then I think what we want to try to do is get our train station in right about the cargo station, a biggie again. And I think right in here, if we can. And, you know, temporarily at least, I'm going to shut down this road. Sorry, guys. I'll leave that for the moment because we might need that to test out our So from there we have coverage. I'd like to try to get it a little farther out if I could. Let's try that. And if we put a road in, will this work? It does. All right, excellent. So the train station has catchment with the wharf and with the oil refinery, and vice versa. So that's all nicely connected. The other thing that we want to do is we want to get a train station here in Tulsa so that it can offload the passengers here, and also it's going to need to have deliveries of bread and bricks ultimately. So I think where we might want to try to do is get that in right in here. And before I connect this road back up, I want to get the train line in. So let's take this out. And what we're going to want here is to maintain the orientation of the tracks. I think what we're going to try to do here is set this up as a cargo station, but then configure it to add passengers. And they'll be on the so-called wrong side of the track, but they'll probably be fine. So let's try that. Let's see how, oh yeah. You know, I'm going to take this road out too first. It's in the way. And we'll go right about try to, and it's a fine art here, getting it the way we want it. But we'll do that. Okay, now let's see what this looks like when we try to connect the train. Construction not possible because of what? Is it this? It's probably this bit of road here. Let's take that out. Let's actually get rid of this for the moment too. Well, I don't want to tear down that house if I don't have to. Let's just do this for a minute. Okay, that hopefully will open us up. You know, we may need to take that bridge out too. Well, that gets us in. Kind of tempted to raise that up a little bit because I'm gonna see if I can get. Is there any chance I can get this road under? Oh gosh, I can. Okay, quick, take it while we got it. Hook that back up. All right, we have a start. Now, did we leave ourselves enough room for all the double tracking? We are about to find out. And let's go ahead and get some more tracks in here. It's a lot of tracks here, but it's actually a very complicated line once you get because we're carrying so many darn. Oops. Should also put my tracks in here. That shouldn't be called Tulsa. That should be called Tulsa Refinery. And let's get the tracks in. third track as well. The passengers to zoom through. And now let's see if we can go ahead and complete all of the connections here. This third one I'm a little worried about. It looks tight with that bridge. And in fact, it doesn't like that. Let's see, what if we come the other direction? Oh, well, this didn't connect either. Get that connected first. Well, it'll go to there. Let's try getting it in and see if it'll let us go ahead and finish it. It does. You know what? It doesn't even look bad. I'm going to say that is one of the rare miracles for track placement for me because I find it to be pretty hard. And then let's go ahead and hook these up as well. So this goes here. This goes here. And that goes there. Okay, and I think what we'll do then, now we have to get a couple of trains in. We'll put a depot here. And we need to get our lines in too. And we should do that first. So let's start with the oil line. And what the oil line will do is it will pick up oil here, pick up crude, take it to the refinery. At the refinery, it'll pick up fuel, and then it'll take it to Tulsa and drop it off. So those are our 3 stops. At the oil well, we will load crude oil. At the refinery, we will drop off crude and pick up refined oil, or rather fuel. It's going to be traveling by boat. And then at Oklahoma City, we'll be unloading fuel. Oh, I got that on the wrong line. And we're going to paint this orange. No, let's make it black for carrying all the crude. And let's get a boat on it. Or a boat. I have been playing way too much. And it's going to have to be a big one, so I'm going to put 2 locomotives and I think 20 tank cars. Oops. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 140 capacity. It's, how long? 224 meters. We might be able to get one more on there. Still stay... Oh! I bought it instead of adding one. So that's 224. 234. Okay, that'll be good. And we'll get you on our new line 1. And we have to both name the line. Shunt. OKC. Actually, we'll call it an oil shunt because that's mostly, or fuel. But the bulk of what it's going to be carrying is oil. So we'll do that. And we'll name the train too. And just to make sure we have some fuel. Do we have fuel? Oh, we don't have this connected. Let's get that connected. And we'll do that by adding one of these spots here. connecting the road up to it. Okay. And so now, are we making anything? No. Do we have any consumers? No. So what is the problem? We have train station. We have connectivity here to the oil refinery. So maybe our line got messed up. Let's look at the line. At the oil well, we load crude. At the refinery, we unload crude. And we load fuel. And at Tulsa, we unload fuel. So yeah, we had it messed up. But it's working now. And it looks like we're going to be able to probably ship quite a bit of it. Let's see what our rate is. 385, almost 400. That'll be just fine. So that is set up. Now, to complete... Well, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the boats. The river boats running so they can start taking it. Now this is a hugely long river line. I don't even know if it's going to work. We have a problem that we're going to have to look at in a moment here. But, okay, so let's pause while we do that. But in the meantime, at the Tulsa Wharf, we want to load, refined, and unload fuel. And at New Orleans, we want to load fuel and unload refined. And this oil shunt is having a problem. So what's its problem? No path. Okay. Oh. Is there a break in the line here? It looks like there's a path. Oh, it tried to turn around, I bet, and it's on the in there. Yeah, it's trying to go to the oil well. Let's send it to the refinery instead. Yeah. Okay, that's fixed. And now let's get some boats on here. You know, I feel like we should have a shipyard somewhere around here on the Arkansas River. It's just not right. Closest one is... Where is the closest one? Down here in Vicksburg. Let's put one up here near Little Rock. I'm not one of these people who believe you only need one shipyard. They were all over the place out here. Okay. And then let's get... This is probably going to take 20 boats. 20 boats. 20 stinking boats, I think. You know what? Let's get one on there and just see what it says. So if we get this on our new line 1. And then we go to the line. We're going to, first of all, we're going to name this. This is our barge. And it's Tulsa, New Orleans fuel. And it's going to have a rate of 11. So if we're going to carry 200 fuel, we need almost 20 times as many boats. Stinking ridiculous. Okay, so let's get 9 more in here. And I know it's a lot to all get out there at once, but we'll put 9 here and then, or we'll have 10 up there, and then I think we'll put 9 down here to start. And they're not going to do anything for a while, but they will at least start to travel and get spread out. And that'll be fine. All right, so the other thing that we're going to do, and this is probably the last thing today that we'll do, is we're going to go ahead and get the passenger line running between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. And that means, first of all, we need to add a passenger platform here. We'll put that right here. And we're also going to need a... I think what I also want to do here is I want to change this a little bit so that we have it at least look like a passenger place, passenger building. Put that here. Then maybe a couple of smaller ones on either side. We'll leave the cargo for now, but we're really going to set that up in our next episode. And then let's get a bus stop in. I think we will use a bus stop here rather than a tram. Might have to be a little shorter. Yeah, let's having a hard time because we have some slope there. Okay. Oh, I made that a tram. That doesn't need to be trammed. And in fact, I don't want it to even stay that way because it'll just be misleading. Okay. And then we probably need to reconfigure our line here. I think what we'll do now, we had it going around like this. But what we can probably do is just have the line just go through town with a couple of stops, one up here and one here. Or maybe we'll spread them out and put 3 in. Put one here, and one up here. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to end up taking out all 3 of these stops. Let's start by taking this one out. Sorry, folks. And we'll put one on each side of the street. And then one on each side of the street here. And then one on each side of the street here. It won't catch everything, but it'll catch most things. Take these 2 out. And now we're going to go in and reconfigure this line. It says I'm broken. And what we want to do is we want to start at Meadow. And we're going to take out Smith and Franklin because they don't exist anymore. And at Meadow, we're going to go to Williams. And then after Williams, we'll come to here. And to here, and to here. And then back with all the same stops. Okay, that looks better. And how many buses do we have? We have 3. I'm going to put 2 more because we're going to be picking up more traffic from Tulsa. That's also going to add to our going all the way down to the bus station or to the ferry. Now let's get a train on. Actually, let's go ahead and first create this passenger line. So we have a new line running from Oklahoma City to Tulsa, and it will be something that isn't going to be on this train line otherwise. And so I think that's going to be pink. And we'll name it passenger. I haven't named a passenger line yet in this playthrough. So I don't even know what my convention is, but that's what it's going to be. And then we will get, we're going to start small, because I don't know that we're going to have a lot of traffic on this. But I want fast. So I am, let's see, how fast does our wagons go? They go 50. So I'm going to go with the mogul. And we'll start with one passenger car. Be very quaint. Unable to find a path to stop. That's okay, we'll fix that. Let's see, we need to basically get from here to here. I don't know if we can do this. Doesn't want to. But what we can do is we can make it come over up here. We'll do it right here. Just a one-timer. So once this oil train gets by, how much does it have waiting for, by the way, while we're 162? Perfect. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what the capacity is. 147. Nice. So the shunt will be full. And this line will be active. We're going to start to... Okay, we've got passengers on our tram. Let's see, did we put... We did put vehicles on there. Not that they have anything to do at the moment. But when they get some fuel, they will be ready to roll. Okay, now what? Oh. I didn't want to go earlier, but now it'll go. And here it comes. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. That is awesome. Okay, so in rather a departure from the series, we're going to leave you a little bit of a train ride going from Oklahoma City to Tulsa. And it's very nice. I like it. I like it. Okay, folks. Well, this was a good start for this region, and it's going to drive traffic to our river transport, which is what Piasa Transport's all about. Now, that's quite ugly. But c'est la vie. Okay, folks. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.